Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today as I give you guys video number 2 out of 2. Yeah, it was video number 1 earlier on today as we went into detail in regards to Romelu Lukaku, aka this guy, and his possible move of heading out to AS Roma to link up with good old Jose. And yeah, where is that heading? You'll find out in this video, video number 2. Now, I'll leave a link to video number 1 right here if you haven't caught it already. Like I always say, if you want to pause this and head over there first and watch that, then feel free. If you want to do it the other way around and you're weird and you're lopsided, not a problem. Whatever floats your boat. We've also got news on what I spoke about day before yesterday, which was... No, yesterday, not day before. Cucurella heading off to Manchester United is a possibility on a loan. We've got updates, so we will get into the midst of that. But before we do, to make sure that you guys are here for all the content that is dropping, you have to make sure that you are subscribed. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash like button if you do enjoy it. Don't forget, the socials are on screen and in the description for you right now as well. So make sure you're following Insta, X, TikTok, and mine and George Benson's brand new football channel, Shootout. You'll find the links right there in the description. Hit over there, subscribe, and follow on all platforms. Much appreciated. Let's get cracking. We're going to start off with Cucurella and what is going on with Manchester United's interest. Is this legit? Is this happening? Is it not happening? What's going on? Let's get into the detail, because yesterday it all came out that Manchester United were eyeing the possibility. They were considering a loan. What sort of loan? Well, let's get into the detail now. We've got some more. Here it is. Manchester United and Chelsea spoke on Saturday about Marc Cucurella loan deal, as revealed yesterday. Understand Chelsea are open to letting Cucurella leave on loan, but only at their conditions. Loan fee and salary coverage. Up to United as they free options for new left back. On top of that, we also had Chelsea will let Cucurella leave if there is a loan fee plus salary coverage. He is Manchester United's first choice. There was a rumour about Marcos Alonso, but I don't see that happening. I think Mark Goldbridge wasn't very happy at that one. I don't think Mark Goldbridge is happy at anything right now with Manchester United in terms of their transfers, and I have to hand it to him. It's true. Look, we want Cucurella to leave if it works for us. If it works for us, absolutely fine. If the loan fee is good, if there is good salary coverage, and on top of that, look, personally, I would love if there was an obligation to buy. If there's no obligation to buy, I'm in no rush to really let Cucurella go because it's Manchester United. I would much rather them go and get a 35-year-old Ryan Bertrand. And then they're desperate, you know. That's fine. So we've got all the bargaining chips on the table in our direction. We've got all the leverage in this possible deal. We can ask for whatever we actually want to ask for. So in terms of this possibility, let's hope that Chelsea get everything done on their terms, like I expect them to, right? Cucurella heading out to Manchester United wouldn't be the worst thing for Chelsea. Why? Because we've got Ian Maatsen. It's absolutely fine. Yes, we've got Chilwell, we've got Ian Maatsen too. So it's a case of, as long as it makes sense financially, then we can let this deal happen. But we're in no rush. Manchester United are desperate here. And apparently he's their first choice. So this tells you exactly where Manchester United are in terms of their targets, in terms of who they want, who they prefer to try and get as a left back. With all the options that are out there and possible, Cucurella is their number 1 choice. That's United's transfer strategy, and I'm not going to say anything about it. All I'm going to say is I like it very much. That's it, I like it very much. You know, first Mason Mount for all that money, not a problem that they're coming for Cucurella. Let's talk. Let's talk, Manchester United. Let's talk. So let's see how that one's going to go down. That's the latest on Cucurella. Seems like Manchester United are going to pursue. So I would, honestly, my gut feeling, I would expect a deal to actually go through. Because I think that if Chelsea are the A side in this negotiation, we have the leverage, we can ask for whatever we want. Manchester United are desperate. I think they'll comply. I mean, they complied for Mason Mount, so I think they'll comply. So let's see what's going to happen there. Let me know your thoughts. Are you positive or negative about this? Do you feel like it'll be a good deal, not a good deal? Do you think he'll go, he won't go? Let me know down below. Now, we shift over to this guy, as we spoke about him in video number 1, but we have more coming in now, and it seems like we're starting to get a bigger picture. So let's get on cracking with what Fabrizio said earlier on today in regards to Lukaku. Chelsea owners at Strasbourg game, as negotiations with AS Roma will continue later tonight, while Roma negotiate on player side. Roma feel they can reach an agreement with all parties involved within the next 24 hours. So it does mean we have to wait another day, but it does seem like things are starting to move into motion. Now, in terms of the details of this deal, right? Earlier on, I mentioned Matt Law coming out and saying that the loan fee could be £8 to £9 million, which is a bit more than that I was asking for yesterday when we started talking about 10 million euros. I think that equates to about £7 or £8 million, right? So it's not far off, but £8 to £9 million, that's a good loan fee. I'm not going to lie. That's a great loan fee. Now we're starting to get more. Di Marzio tried to come out earlier on and say, no, it's €5 million. €5 million? I'm like, this something doesn't add up here. This doesn't add up. How come? Someone's wrong. Di Marzio's wrong or Matt Law's wrong. Who is it? You're both meant to be tier 1. Fabrizio has decided to give us an indicator. So, what is he saying? Here it is. AS Roma, now negotiating with Lukaku's camp in order to reach an agreement on salary coverage and a pay cut. Direct talks are taking place today. Romelu had more than one contact with Jose Mourinho, who's pushing a lot. Loan fee offered to Chelsea in excess of €5 million. Now, first thing I want to say is, look, Jose, bloody hell, mate. I mean, what a legend. What a saviour. I don't understand the logic here. I don't want to say too much, right? But I don't understand the logic. Mourinho is pushing for this? Jose, are you alright? I'm not saying anything though. You push as much as you want. Push as much as you want. We ain't stopping you, mate. You know, you pick up the phone and you stay on the phone to him for 24 hours straight if you have to. Not a problem. But what a legend. What a sacrifice. However, the key bit of information in this that I've just shown you. Loan fee offered to Chelsea in excess of €5 million. That's not 8 or 9 million quid now, is it? So I'm starting to think Matt Law might have got something wrong here. I'll be real. €5 million does equate to just over £4 million, right? So that does go hand in hand with what Di Marzio has said. Di Marzio is saying £4.2 million. I have to be honest, that's not a good loan fee. I wouldn't be happy with that. But there is one side of it where I look at it and go, okay, you know what? I can understand where maybe Chelsea will accept that. If Roma take 100% of the wage bill and the salary of Lukaku and they pay it to him. Because as it stands right now, with the contract he has at Chelsea, we would be saving ourselves 17 million in the year. So technically, we have 17 million being saved off the wage bill that we would have paid to him if he was still at the club. On top of that, we have £4.2 million given to us for the loan. So technically, Roma are giving us £21.2 million for a loan on Romelu Lukaku. This is where, when you put 2 and 2 together, okay, it kind of makes sense. So I'll have to be honest, and I have to, make sure that I show you each side of the spectrum, and don't just try and go in one side just because I want this. I'm just only going to show you that. Like, no, it's only fair to be transparent, and I feel like I can understand where Chelsea might just be tempted to just go, you know what, deal. When you put it like that, deal. Although for a loan fee in and of itself, I think Chelsea could get more if they pushed a little bit, but I would say push in normal circumstances. Romelu Lukaku is not a normal circumstance. We need him gone ASAP. Simple as that. So it's not a normal circumstance. We are desperate for this guy to go. So there we are. That's the latest in terms of Romelu Lukaku and the possible move to AS Roma, which I'm guessing now we'll probably get more info tomorrow. Let's see what's going to happen. Now, in terms of, I asked you guys in video number 1 earlier on, where are Chelsea going in terms of players that we're going to be bringing in? Because apparently we're going to do big business. So what's happening? Who is it going to be? I mentioned names. I mentioned Cherki. I mentioned Barcola. I mentioned Kudus. I mentioned all these guys that we just know are not happening. One of them that I literally just mentioned now seems to have come back to the surface. Now, Fabrizio Romano has spoken about him, so I think it's only right to show you guys exactly what the situation is on Barcola. Chelsea's interest in Bradley Barcola. It's true, there is interest in a player like Barcola. Also because at the moment the deal with PSG is getting complicated and it's not easy between the two clubs. The player wants to go to PSG, but PSG and Lyon have no agreement on the fee and on the structure of the deal. So this is why it's getting difficult for PSG. I'm not going to lie, I thought this deal would happen very easily between Lyon and PSG. I thought PSG were advanced. I thought they basically, it's easy. Barcola put in a transfer request, or well, he's asked Lyon he wants to go. Right? So, technically, you can count that as a request. I thought, alright, cool, he's going to PSG then. That's a done deal. Turns out it's not. So now, should Chelsea pursue? I have to be honest, right now, depending on the fee, because time is not on our side. In terms of time, we are looking at now 4 days before the window ends. So it's a case of, look, Chelsea need to be decisive. And if we're going to pursue, we have to pursue. We can't be identifying new targets with 3 days to go in the window. I mean, that's just, that turns into a panic buy. And we don't like panic buys. We have a bad history of panic buys, so let's not go there. But with Barcola, should we? Should we not? He is a right winger. Can he play central? It's debatable. Is he as versatile as the profile of player that we actually need and what we know Chelsea are looking for? Debatable. I know many would love Shirky, but he's not leaving, so it's a case of, will Chelsea somehow make that happen? This is the thing, everything's so up in the air. So with Barcola, it's very, very difficult to understand where things are. Although with PSG, it looks like it's taken a little bit of a stalemate. So, should Chelsea pounce? Should Chelsea pounce? Part of me says, you know what, yeah, go for it, because we do need that sort of player. But at the same time, yeah, he's not as versatile as I know in terms of the profile of player that Chelsea are actually trying to get. He's not it. He's not it. Can you play him in attacking mid? Can he play across the entire front line? Probably not. So this is where Chelsea need to be smart and as I said, decisive, because time is ticking. So let's see what happens there. Let me know your thoughts in terms of Barcola, and would you actually pursue for a player like Barcola? Do you think it would be a good move? Now, a player that Chelsea were linked with and didn't end up getting has only put pen to paper. It's a done deal. It's happened. Here it is. David Ornstein says Mohamed Kudus has signed for West Ham United. 23-year-old attacking midfielder put pen to paper on a 5-year contract plus an optional 6. West Ham paying Ajax €41.5 million plus €3 million. Deal for Ghana International includes a 10% sell-on clause to Ajax. Announcement later or Monday. Now, it has been announced, and Fabrizio's put it here. Official, Mohamed Kudus joins West Ham on a €45 million package deal, plus sell-on clause for Ajax. Contract until June 2028 with an option for further season. Here, Kudus is travelling with new West Ham director Tim Steiden, who did a huge job to make top signing happen. That's him, and I'm guessing his missus, and West Ham's director on a private jet. I mean, they all look very happy, don't they? I mean, the director does, the other two don't. But it's a done deal. He's joined. It has come out. There is an announcement. It's already done. That came out a few hours ago. There's a nice video package in the way West Ham have actually done it. It's been done very, very well. So fair play to West Ham's media team. They've done a good job on that. But Kudus has become a West Ham player. So that's another one that bites the dust. Chelsea are not getting Kudus. That is dead in the water. Congrats on the move to West Ham, and fair play to West Ham. I think they've done absolutely tremendous business for Kudus here. I think it's fantastic. So I can't, yell out any more praises for West Ham and the business they've done. At one point in the window, they looked like they were down and out. They looked like they were finished. Moyes was complaining. All of a sudden, business, and they get themselves a Kudus. Unreal. So, fair play. And that's without selling Paqueta. We all thought that they'd sell Paqueta, use half the money and go and get Kudus. They haven't done that. They've kept Paqueta and they've still spent. Fair play. Great player, great buy, great deal. Well done, West Ham. Got to give credit where it's due. Now, that's the latest in terms of Chelsea, and as I've said now, West Ham, Manchester United. What is going on over there before we wrap up? Here it is. Sofyan Amrabat will fight to join Manchester United. Amrabat's message to Fiorentina is very clear. He wants to leave as soon as possible. At one point, I thought he would be hell-bent on going to La Liga. He's changed his mind. Now, Man United need to act, and I don't understand what's taking them so long. He's been dropped from Fiorentina. Fiorentina are not including him in the squad. They know that he wants out. They know that a move should be imminent, but Man United, where you at? Now, personally, look, I'm happy if they're not moving. Fantastic. I think Amrabat would be a great buy for Man United. I think he'd fit in pretty well. Especially with Casemiro's uncertainty, I think a nice traditional solid DM that's just going to try and break legs is the sort of player that Man United need. Because right now, in terms of Man United, going forward, they have some sort of a shape going. And especially with Rashford on the left-hand side, when they do build up the play, they can get the ball forward. But when they're having to defend, boy, do they look open, especially down the middle. And then their defence gets exposed. Nottingham Forest done it twice in 4 minutes yesterday at Old Trafford when the game started. It's because there is no solid EM to help the defence. It's clear. They get exposed, boom, defence under pressure, beaten. See you later. You have an Amrabat, someone that's just no nonsense. No nonsense, sweeps up, cleans out legs, not a problem. I think that would sort Man United out very, very well. Not old, fairly youngish, agile, quick, strong. I think would be a great buy. So Man United need to act. There's not long left. What's taking them so long? We'll see. Now, talking about Man United, we thought Harry Maguire heading off to West Ham was dead. Apparently not. Breaking, West Ham are considering whether to go back in for Harry Maguire. They are exploring a loan deal. Wow, it's turned into a loan. It turned from a £30 million offer that, Man United apparently were happy to accept, and they weren't happy to accept for McTominay, but they were happy to accept for Maguire. All of a sudden, it didn't go through, it didn't happen, and now West Ham are like, you know what, let's just try and get a loan. West Ham, wise move. Wise move. Very wise move. All of a sudden, it seems like West Ham just know how to do their business. At first, it looked like they didn't have a clue. And now, it looks like they've got their thinking caps on and they actually are making sense of the situation. You know, to buy a player like Kudus, now they're going, you know what, we shouldn't spend money on Maguire, but let's try him out just in case. Wise move. Man United are not exactly using him, but they're not going to be getting any money in this case. So, what do? Keep a Maguire they're not going to use or send him out on a loan? Approaching deadline day, I think that's a great tactic from West Ham. So let's see how this one's going to play out. I think it would be wise, personally, for Maguire to go to West Ham. Because even after a loan, if he impresses and they want to buy him, at least his value increases. So Man United are in the win. If he doesn't improve or he doesn't, play well, he gets sent back. But Man United are not exactly selling him now, are they? So technically they don't lose anything. That's the way that I see it. But we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see how it goes down. Let me know your thoughts on Maguire to West Ham on a loan. And this news I found hilarious. And you know what? Fair play, I guess. Fair play. Here it is. Roberto Mancini has been appointed as new Saudi Arabia national team head coach. Contract signed. Mancini resigned 10 days ago from Italy job as he's joining the Saudi national team. Now, the last manager of the Saudi Arabian national team was Hervé Renard, who's now gone on to manage the French women's team, right? And took them to the Euros, and we saw him over there. As soon as, right, this position became available and they contacted Mancini, he was out quicker than lightning. See you later, Italy. Bye. On a plane straight to Saudi. He resigned from the national team of Italy, has bounced off to Saudi. He's gone to get the bag. You know what? Fair play. Everyone and their mother's trying to go to Saudi to go and get the bag. Mancini's no different. He's headed over there. Now, there's talk in terms of the Italian national team that Conte is back in line to take that job once again. So let's see how that one's going to play out. Do you think Conte will take the Italian national team's job? Do you think he's going to try and hold out for another football club? But Mancini's gone off to Saudi. And right now, in terms of Saudi, what he can do with that team, and Mancini and what he's looking for in his career right now, I think it's a great match. Fair play. One's asking for the bag. The other one are asking for a decent, very experienced manager like Mancini. We're talking about a Premier League winner over here. Let's be honest, right? I think it's a great acquisition from Saudi. So happy days for everybody. Everyone's a winner. So I'm glad everyone's a winner, and I'll end it on that note. We're all winners. Thank you all very much for watching. Like I've said before, do not forget, leave your thoughts in the comment section below on everything that I've discussed in this video, and make sure you keep tabs on what is being uploaded here. The best way to do that is to hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. On top of that, don't forget to check out the socials. They are on screen for you right now. They are in the description as well, so make sure you are hitting those links and give us a follow. Much appreciated. And don't forget to check out Shootout. Link is in the description, as new videos are popping into the channel this week by myself and George Benson, as we will take you through the entire Premier League weekend and a new episode of Chelsea Hot and Cold and more content coming to the channel, trust me. And just on a side note, for those asking about watch-alongs, I know there's a lot of you asking for the watch-alongs. Do not worry. They are coming. It's not going to be imminent. I'm not going to start it tomorrow, but they will be coming on Shootout, and it's not just going to be Chelsea. There will be Chelsea watch-alongs. There's going to be more than just Chelsea watch-alongs. You're going to be getting all sorts of watch-alongs. So the watch-alongs will be on Shootout. I will notify you and give you exactly when it's going to be dropping when we get close to the time. But don't worry. Don't need to strap yourselves in, or actually you can if you want, because it won't come immediately soon, but it will be soon. So keep your eyes peeled. Don't worry, they're on the way. Thank you all so much for watching. I thought I'd just let you know. And I will catch you here tomorrow for a couple of new ones. Thank you all so much, people. Have a good one. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care and peace.